Helo, fy enw i yw Gwlad Roberts. Dwi'n gweithio yn yr orsaf ym Mhen y Oes fel swyddog twristiaeth cymunedol sydd yn meddwl dwi'n gweithio gyda yr economi sylfaenol, economi lleol a sort of gweithio digwyddiadau a pethau fel yna yn y cymuned lle.
Mae cyfathrebu a chysylltu gyda pobl yn hynod o bwysig mewn arwain, ond just yn y job yn gyffredinol mewn gwirionedd. Wedi bod yn gweithio gyda ysgol gynradd Nebo, cwmni Poblado, coffi neu caffi Pandy dros fy amser yma. Ac dwi wedi gweithio ar fy sgiliau cyfathrebu. Wrth gwrs, da ni gyd wedi bod yn cyfarfod fel tîm Llechi Chefn Gwlad, i gyd o'n i yma yng Nghymru, ac dwi wedi cael lot o help gan aelodau eraill y grŵp, ac dwi'n gobeithio maen nhw wedi cael help oddi ar fi, o bosib ddim, ond o wel. Mae arwain hefyd wedi bod yn rhywbeth dwi wedi gweithio ar tu allan. Fel rhan o fy swydd, dwi wedi bod yn trefnu ac arwain teithiau o amgylch y dyffryn. Ac ar ben hynny, mae'r llyfryn a'r gwefan da ni bod yn gweithio ar yn sort of annog ac mewn ffordd yn arwain y ffordd i bobl fynd allan a cherdded a cael dealltwriaeth gwell o'i treftadaeth, tra maen nhw'n cadw'n iach, wrth gwrs.
I care for my mum. I've been a carer for nearly 20 years now. There was no realisation of I am a young carer. It's I am a young carer, and from this word go, you are a young carer. You're involved in young carers from 5, and that was sort of it.
Unpaid carers have always said how important it is to be around those who understand what it's like. Due to the pandemic, this support suddenly was not available. Credi were predominantly a face-to-face organisation, and were not familiar with the platforms young people use to connect with each other. During my 20 years as a carer, digital platforms were an important source of respite, escapism and comfort to me, so I was able to help Credi with the transition to online. We began by starting weekly cooperative gaming sessions, where carers could chat, play and have respite from their caring role, as the average unpaid carers hours in Wales increased by 26 hours per week. We also began a regular Twitch stream, which offered them a place for support during unsocial hours. As restrictions eased, face-to-face groups were able to resume playing board games and card games in person, which really increased their bond and actually helped very much with the social side and social aspect.
It has been said that to become a leader, you must help others achieve their aims. And this is exactly what my role at Tir Dewi has been over the last year. As social media and communications leader, I have had the privilege of working with a charity which supports farmers and their families through difficult times. During the pandemic, the need to support the farming community has been even greater than before, and the need for such a leader and bridge builder has been imperative. Some of the stones for this bridge have included newsletters between the charity and the volunteers, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter posts, event posters, creating video content, building a new bilingual website and raising awareness of our Just Giving fundraising page. Now, throughout life, we never stop learning, and the quality training I've received through the Llechi Chefn Gwlad network in community development has been thought-provoking. It has furthered my understanding of how to be an effective community member and encourage others to participate in creating a fairer, diverse society where everyone is valued. I've also learned how important it is to place value in maintaining my own well-being and prioritising tasks when needed. Building a bridge is painstakingly slow work, especially dealing with technology. One of my colleagues has described my role as being a resilient bridge linking all the dinosaurs in the team with my grasp of technology. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but what I do know is that the increased media has raised awareness of Tir Dewi and the need for farmers experiencing difficulties to get in touch with us sooner rather than later.
Helo, Lucinda dwi, a dwi sy'n arwain Cadwyn Ogwen yn gweithio efo partneriaeth Ogwen. Dyfal donc ydy'r garreg ydy'n nidion ni, a mae bod ni wedi bod yn gweithio'n galed i gael y gymuned i ddallt pwrpas cefnogi yr economi sylfaenol yma yn Bethesda. Dyma ni, lawr y Llechi, yn pacio pethau Cadwyn Ogwen. A sbiwch ar y cynnyrch bendigedig ma. A mae popeth yn barod i fynd yn y sacha, rhif 1 ymlaen. A dyma ni wedi gorffen pacio ac wrth i yn rhoi popeth mewn i'r fan drydan. Yn barod i fynd. A mae'r haul yn gwenu.
Hello, Shemai. My name is Llechi and I am the Research and Evaluation Leader with Tircoed.
Tircoed is a charity that engages people with learning and wellbeing activities in woodlands and in outdoor spaces across Wales. This combination of goals to provide a friendly place to support people's well-being and develop our trainees' skills to help them into employment poses quite a challenge for monitoring and evaluation, because it means that we serve people with a very diverse mix of needs, of different ages, backgrounds and reasons for joining a training course or a well-being activity. Designing questionnaires that are clear to trainees, relevant to their activities and useful to us as an organisation is a difficult task which has involved lots of draft documents, feedback meetings, edits and redesigns in order to create questionnaires that fulfil our needs for evaluating our activities and tracking any changes in well-being, confidence and aspirations over time. It can be challenging to learn that your repeated revisions still aren't quite right, but by taking on board feedback from staff and trainees, I've been able to capture the data we need to help evidence the positive differences that Tircoed can make to people across rural Wales.
Hello, I'm Lewis and I work at the Dove Workshop in Banwyn, which is a small ex-mining village in the mountains of South Wales. I am the community development worker and I've been focusing on enhancing the environment and getting as many different groups as possible involved along the way. At the beginning of the year, I was very restricted in what I could do. Community engagement and working with groups just couldn't happen due to COVID restrictions. And my first weeks in the job was just me and a bunch of ideas and no idea how to go about them. I started working alone, doing litter picks, planting bulbs, tidying up and fixing our community, and emailing as many local people and groups as possible. With the slow start of the year, I've been able to make lots of small steps to embed myself not only into my job, but to really embed myself into the community as a whole and really find out what it is that people want and help deliver that change too. As autumn now arrives, my achievements include setting up a community litter picking group. Dozens of flower pots and boxes have been installed, thousands of plants and trees have been planted. I've tidied up and enhanced the school, the pond, the park, the streets and our open spaces. I've brought the roundhouse and garden back to life. I've worked with people old and young. I've made friends with countless people, been invited to be a school governor, and as much as it has been rewarding to be able to work and make a difference in the village that I live in and love, a bonus for me is that I've been offered a role as community ranger by our community council once my internship ends. I would like to round up by saying a massive thank you to the Rank Foundation for giving me the opportunity to do something new. My direction in the world has changed for the better. Go slowly, go far. Thank you, Rank.
Hi, I'm Branwen and I work for Cwmni Bro in Blaenau Ffestiniog, which is one of the slate towns in North Wales. Dwi'n meddwl na un o'r pethau mwyaf gwerthfawr fyddai'n cymryd o'r flwyddyn yma efo Cwmni Bro ydy'r cyfle i fi gael i ddisgyn ôl mewn cariad efo'r ardal ges i magu yno fo. Mae'r syniad yma bod rhaid iddyn ni nabod yn hunan i ddod i nabod y fro, ac nabod y fro i nabod y hun yn rhywbeth sydd i wreiddio'n rili dyfn mewn traddodiad Cymreig. Fod yr tirlun, yr hanes ac yr hen ddiwylliant ag newydd i gyd yn rhan o beth sy'n gwneud ni. Ac da ni'n gweld hyn yn bob rhan o'r fro, o'r celf, i'r gerddoriaeth, o'r barddoniaeth, i'r hen straeon. Ac mae'r profiad wedi gael yn rhywbeth swn i heb di gael yn unlla arall. Os ydych chi wedi deitha fi blwyddyn yn ôl, fyswn i wedi trefniad cadeirio Hastings efo 6 ymgeiswyr ar gyfer yr etholiad Senedd, swn i wedi chwerthin. So mae'r holl brofiad yma wedi reid y cyfle ag yr hyder iddo fi allu gwneud pethau o'n i rioed i dychmygu, ond hefyd wedi gadael iddo fi gael yr hyder yn yn hun i fynd ar ôl beth dwi eisiau gwneud ar ôl hyn hefyd.
Shemai pawb, hi everyone. I'm Rhian and this year I've been working as a digital storyteller in the Rhondda in South Wales. I've loved every minute of this year where I've been able to engage in my local community to find the stories of the experience of the COVID-19 pandemic. This year has been a journey of discovery for myself, as I've been able to fully embed myself in my local communities. Every day has been different, as I've been interviewing business owners, school teachers, school pupils, community leaders, shopkeepers, as well as delivering sports, running book clubs and game clubs. I've developed so many skills this year, including learning to speak Welsh, which I used the rank bursary for, as well as learning to actually video edit to become a digital storyteller. And on top of that, my communication skills, my confidence has grown hugely, and I really feel like I can use all these skills that I've developed this past year to create real change in the place that I live. I think I speak on behalf of everyone in our cohort when I say that we all owe a huge thanks to Rank for giving us this opportunity. We've all developed so much, and we've all made amazing friends along the way, and for that I think we're all endlessly grateful.